boy. Let me get it. Check it. I'm the type of nigga. Two-way community, what did it look like, man? It's your boy Image is so big. Big visions here. CEO to some things. But we ain't here to talk about that. Consider this my video where I let y'all know why I really took a stand back from all my two-way community work. Prior to everything that I stopped, I felt that I was doing really good with all that stuff. So first and foremost, I'm gonna say thank you to everybody and the brotherhood that accepted me and the community that accepted me and the people who gave me feedback, whether it's good or bad feedback. You guys got me from a cool 140 something, 232 subscribers to almost 2,000 subscribers in 1 year. 1 year. And all I was doing was showcasing my opinion and some gun content. So thank you. Now, here's the meaty part of this whole video. I had a gun stolen out of my car. Let's just be straight up about it. Now, most people will say, how the hell can something like that even happen? But I unfortunately was dealing with some really bad health issues back in 2024 that had me making decisions in a different manner and from a different perspective than what I normally would. In 2024, I was dealing with a very, 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 very high vitamin deficiency. Now, vitamin D in your body is things that help with your hair, your skin, your bones, and all that kind of stuff. So in my case and scenario, around my birthday, I was having really bad sciatic pains that leaked into my hip. It basically couldn't walk. I had a cane, I was on bed rest, I was away from schoolwork for a lot. It just took me back. So on a random day in the summer of 2024, I was getting myself ready to go to do some errands and things like that. I work in the Boston area. I had that day off, I believe. It was my birthday week. I had some things to do that week. But God obviously had some other choices and things that he needed me to learn. That's, I want to say Monday. That Monday morning, June 10th, 2025, around 4 o'clock in the morning, I loaded myself up and to get ready for the day. I loaded up the car first with my firearm. I took it off my body, put it in the, let's keep the story correct. I put it in the middle console. Due to my own reasoning, I didn't lock it up. I thought I was going to go back upstairs for a quick 3-minute run upstairs. I just didn't want to carry the dog, my firearm on me, my backpack, and a few other things all in one trip downstairs because I felt I'd be doing too much. So I put the firearm in the glove compartment thinking that at 4 a.m., nobody's watching me and I can run back upstairs and just come down real quick and go on about my day. That little 3-minute, 5-minute thinking that I had turned into like 6, 7 to almost 8 minutes upstairs, which is a little too long for anybody's comfort when you're leaving a loaded firearm in a car that's unlocked. My mistake. My wholehearted mistake. I'm not gonna take away from any of that. So when I come downstairs with my dog to check my car, I automatically notice my car's ran into. I automatically noticed that the sneakers that I had in the back was gone. I automatically noticed that it looked like someone just ran through my car. So the first striking thing I did was, what the fuck? Check for my gun. And when I tell you my life almost flashed before my eyes when I opened that glove, the middle console, and realized my firearm was stolen. I felt like I turned into a ghost. I checked the area. I ran around a little bit. I ran around the corner to find a grouping of paper and a shoebox that was mine. The papers wasn't mine, so this gentleman was going through many cars that morning on the side of my house. I have a picture of all that. If I edit this out right, I'm going to put a picture somewhere here. And at that point, I was fucked. In the state of Massachusetts, if you don't have proper storage for your firearms when you're out and about, you're fucked. So I made the proper phone calls to the police station. They were being a little lackadaisical, in my opinion. So instead of waiting around, I decided to then go to the police station. This is one of my first key points in my favor. I get to the police station, and I don't care if it's 5 o'clock, midnight, 1 a.m., 3 a.m., put somebody there who's attentive. Because I get to the police station, it's like 5 o'clock-ish, and the gentleman is sleeping at the window on a swivel chair. I had to knock the window to even wake him up. I found that very unsettling. I told him the whole scenario from top to bottom. He did whatever he considers to be his job. And after that, they took my LTC, my physical card, and told me that my license would not be suspended. Fast forward within the day still, I got a phone call from a police officer. I don't remember his name. And to this day, they haven't fulfilled that part out. I'm just going to let that be known. The firearm has still not been found. It's about 1.5 years later. Are you guys even looking for it? No, because they were focused on me. With that being said, there wasn't really too much going on in the day. I was informed that if I have any other firearms, I need to lock them up properly, put them in the storage properly, and hand them over to the Brockton Police Department before 3:30. Now, I did that. I'll probably put that video up there too if I can. I did that, and within the oncoming weeks, I was just shitting bricks trying to hear back from them. The first thing that I did hear back from them was a letter in the mail saying that I was being prosecuted for improper storage and other reasons. Now, the first court case that we get to was pretty self-explanatory. They're kind of like explaining their side and my side of what they've heard. But something that struck me kind of odd was the way they were explaining it as if I purposely did this, or as if I purposely planned someone to steal my firearm so that the streets can have another firearm. Man, I've been 30-something years with a clean record on purpose. Because me and my homies talked about making sure when we get older, somebody would be able to have their firearm and be a secure person for the whole squad. Like, I'm not even lying. So for them to have that narrative and try and put it on me didn't really help me much. So that's when I declined public defense because I don't trust them niggas. I got my own lawyer thanks to my family and my sister. I love you, sis. Appreciate what she was able to do for me and us. You see your brother's still here because, let's be real, the way they prosecute other people for this case in Massachusetts, it's either big fines or you go sit down for a couple months. I will shorten this and condense it a little bit because you guys don't need to know all of the details. They dragged it out for a couple court cases. One key court case that I did not like, after they had asked me and my lawyer to provide a docket of information about my character, I had to provide 3 letters of recommendation, proof of work, proof of the illness that caused me to make the decisions to load my car in the manner that I did, and a few other things. Now, there was a extra 3 court cases, all because I overheard them saying, oh, the person who is reviewing this case is on vacation or some stupid ass shit like that. So you mean to tell me, City of Brockton, for almost 2 extra months last year, we prolonged this case because Sally or Julie or whatever her name is was on vacation and you guys couldn't hand over the priorities to someone else to review my case so that we can all stop wasting money and close this case. Whatever. Mind you, in Massachusetts, if you deal with a situation like this, it is $60 a month for firearm storage. That shit's expensive as hell. Not that it's too much for me to handle, but it adds up when you have all these other things going on in your life. Mind you, that's something I plan to address in a second too. So months go by, and by, I want to say, what was it, March-ish, April of 2025, they came to a QOF agreement where if I can successfully complete a 6-month term of probation and stay out of trouble, that this case can be closed with a level of me being able to get my firearm and my LTC back. So we wait the 6 month out. We stay the fuck out of trouble. We stay away from everybody. I barely even went outside. Not that I'm some gangster. I don't even portray that. I'm a man. And I handle all situations that happen to be in the field of my family. I protect whoever I need to when it comes to my family and my business and what I love in this world. So all that other shit, y'all worry about that. Y'all want to have y'all testosterone fights, have them over there. I'm here to protect me and mine. With that being said, I was able to do the 6-month probation, and I had my last court case was October 28th or 27th last year, and it was amazing to hear my name. And Jason Calendar, your case has been dismissed. I don't care to say my real government name. It's online and all that other shit. I'm MHSL baked to the death of me. With that being said, though, nobody had told me if I was getting my LTC back. It was just, oh, case dismissed and you have no record. I had to make about 6 to 7 calls to the Brockton Police Department. I sent 2 emails, and I physically went there once. And since then, I was able to get some insight from the gentleman that I spoke to. And I got a phone call maybe about a week ago saying that I can come pick up my LTC. Now, with that being said, this wasn't an easy one. I had to do a lot. I had to make a lot of maneuvers and shape-shift around to make sure that I'm being a present, secure man and a honest, vulnerable man, to be honest with the court system about everything that went on in my life over the past year and a half, to make sure I'm at this standpoint today. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been in my corner. I want to say thank you to the 2A community online who's been supporting me. My brothers down south, my people Midwest who always support me on this. Y'all needed to hear this story. And to anybody in Massachusetts, go get your firearm. We are living in a different world. But in Massachusetts, do your homework about the laws of having a firearm, because that can save you just as much as having the firearm. My name is MXSL Big. I'm not going to go too long on this. The last part to the story that I can say is, give me about 2 to 3 weeks. I got some stuff going on. I got a teenager who's turning 16 in a couple weeks. So before I just jump back fully into the 2A community world, like I've been slowly walking back into it, I have to pay off some things. I have to get my guns out of storage. I have to replace a firearm that has been taken from me and make it now my new everyday carry and get used to it a little bit. But I'm back, and you guys will see me. You guys will see some new content soon. I still do the music stuff. We still handle the brand. Pretty soon there's going to be another YouTube for that. But I want to say I love everybody that loves me, man. And I'm thankful to be able to be out on this side to tell you guys my side of the story. I didn't want it to come from nobody else. Love is love, man. Money high, stress low. Stay out my line of fire. Ha!
Money high, stress low.
You are